Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishwapad Paramhamsa Parivrajakaacharya Stottar Shata Srimad Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishwapad Paramhamsa Parivrajakaacharya Stottar Shata Srimad Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande. स्पेक्स देना मेरा उधर. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 3, Shloka, text number 15. Mithaha, one another. Yada, when. Esham, of them. Bhavita, will take place. Vivadaha, quarrel. Madhu amada, intoxication by drinking. Atamra vilochananam, of their eyes being copper red. Na, not. Esham, of them. Vadha upayaha, means of disappearance. Iyan, like this. Ataha, besides this. Anyaha, alternative. Mai, on my. Udyate, disappearance. Antaha dadhate, will disappear. Swayam, themselves. Sma, certainly. Translation, purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki translation. When they quarrel among themselves, influenced by intoxication, with their eyes red like copper because of the drinking madhu, then only will they disappear. Otherwise, it will not be possible. On my disappearance, this incident will take place. Purport: the Lord and his associates appear and disappear by the will of the Lord. They are not subject to the law of the material nature. No one was able to kill the family of the Lord, nor was there any possibility of their natural death by the law of nature. The only means, therefore, for their disappearance was the mixture of a fight among themselves, as if brawling in intoxication due to drinking. That so called fighting would also take place by the will of the Lord, otherwise, there would be no cause of their fighting. Just as Arjuna was made to be illusioned by family affection, and thus the Bhagavad Gita was spoken. So the Yadu dynasty was made to be intoxicated by the will of the Lord and nothing more. The devotees and the associates of the Lord, they are completely surrendered souls. Thus, they are transcendental instrument in the hand of the Lord and can be used in any way the Lord desires. The pure devotees also enjoy such pastimes of the Lord because they want to see Him happy. Devotees of the Lord never assert independent individuality. On the contrary, they utilize their individuality in pursuit of the desire of the Lord. And this cooperation of the devotee with the Lord make a perfect sense of Lord's pastimes. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति सुपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामने गौरतुष्टे हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, extremely sorry for displeasing all of you by sitting here. Huh? So, so here the text 15, मिथो यदैषां मिथो यद एषां भविता विवादो मध्व आमदाताम्र विलोचनानां न एषां वधो उपाय इयान इयान अतो अन्यो मय्य उद्यते अंतर्दधते स्वयं स्म। हरे कृष्णा। तो यहाँ पर उद्धव विदुरा संवाद, उद्धव जी भगवान श्री कृष्ण के अलग अलग लीलाओं के बारे में चर्चा कर रहे हैं। स्मरण, और स्मरण है तो फिर कीर्तन हो रहा है। तो श्रवणम, कीर्तनम एंड स्मरणम, ये विधि चल रही है यहाँ पर। भागवतम वही है। तो पिछले श्लोक में हमने देखा कि कुरुक्षेत्र का युद्ध होने के बाद जब भगवान की अभी बारी आ गई, सब कुछ हो गई, युधिष्ठिर महाराज अभी राज सिंहासन पर बैठे हैं, धर्म की स्थापना हुई है, दुष्टों का नाश हुआ है, भक्तों की रक्षा हुई है, जो कार्य भगवान को करना था वो समाप्त हो गया है। अभी इस भूतलाक को छोड़ने का समय आ गया है। जो इस भू के ऊपर भार था वो उन्होंने हटा दिया है। सीदंत भूरी भार है ना। जब इस पृथ्वी पर भार बढ़ गया था तब ब्रह्मा जी ने भी प्रार्थना की थी, भक्तों ने प्रार्थना की थी, भूदेवी ने प्रार्थना की थी। उसके अनुसार भगवान अवतरित हुए, अपना कार्य किया। कल प्रभु जी भी इस विषय पे चर्चा कर रहे थे कि बर्डन, बर्डन इंग्लिश में दे दो, चलेगा? चलेगा? बर्डन ऑफ लव एंड बेसिकली बर्डन ऑफ बीस्ट एंड बर्डन ऑफ लव, ये दो प्रकार के भार होते हैं। दीज आर द टू टाइप्स ऑफ बर्डन, बर्डन ऑफ लव, बर्डन ऑफ बीस्ट। जब प्रेम होता है, when there is a love, then it is not a burden. When there is affection, then there is not a burden. When there is a congenial, pleasing relationship, then there is not a burden. When something becomes burden, when there is no attachment, there is no love. Just like for a mother, the baby within the womb is not a burden. That is they wait for that auspicious occasion. For each mother, baby may be very hefty. That baby may be probably now it is grown up or is very hefty baby, and mother is very thin, small height, lean, but still that mother will lift that baby. And she don't feel burden of that baby because of love. Radheshyam Prabhu used to give an example. If your parent comes in the late night on the railway station, if they mention that we are coming by 1 p.m. in the night, Will you tell them that you 1 p.m. no? Actually, I go to bed by 10 o'clock, get up by 4 o'clock. You be there in the station till 4, 5 o'clock. I will come at 5 o'clock and pick you up from station. Be there for 4, 5 hours. Wait for me. We will not do that. We will be there half an hour before they reach to the platform. And we lift their luggage. We'll bring them, make them feel them comfortable. Why? Why we are taking so much anxiety for mother and father? Because of attachment, because of love. Sometimes same thing if somebody else tells, which is not so close, then we will discriminate. We may not go. Or we will give excuse. प्रभु दिन भर बहुत थके हुए थे, एडजस्ट माड़ी, take one taxi and come. So burden of love means relationship. And when the relationship is there, then while serving, there is a joy and happiness. We feel comfortable. We feel relieved. If somebody comes and give a donation, 20 bags cow feed, we don't feel like that burden. Okay, it's a donation. Somebody gives rice in donation. To lift that, we don't feel a cab burden hai. No, we are ready to take as much as possible. Because it is for Krishna, or this will be utilized for Lord. We don't feel that burden. If somebody comes with the suitcase, इस पूरा नोट का भरा हुआ suitcase है, डोनेशन के लिए लाया है, प्रभु जी यार उठाएंगे क्या? उठाओ ना, आप ही उठाओ ना, क्या? नहीं, बड़े प्रेम से उठाएंगे उसको. So that is not burden. When there is a connection, affection, affinity, purpose, then it's not burden. For a son, old mother and father, they are not burden. When there is a relationship, when there is a love. For a wife, husband is not a burden. Because there is a love. She don't mind to extend late night. She don't mind to extend work hard to make all the family member happy. She will always extend herself. When there is a proper service attitude. When proper service attitude is there, then everything goes properly. It is not, we don't feel like burden. We don't discriminate this and that. Or this is me, mine, and this is not mine. This is something. When the Krishna is not, connection is not there, Guru's connection is not there, we see that project, that service as a burden because of no affection, no connection. Connectivity is not there. So, Prabhupada could take the great hardship of taking so much trouble to carry those suitcases, to carry those that message across the 7 oceans, and he could go there. Why? Burden of love. Burden of love. A devotee don't feel the Shaligram Shila worship as a burden or deity as a burden because he has affection for the deity. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say that this Shaligram will become Galagraha Because old days, the Brahmanas, they used to carry their shaligram along with their neck. Wherever they would go, they would carry shaligram. But if you don't have love for shaligram, then the same shaligram will become a heavy weight on the neck. Mm. But that will not be a galagraha if there is a affection. Loknath Swami used to carry the deity of Radha Vinodji. Didn't had any temple. He used to have a jhola along his neck, and Radha Vinodji were there inside jhola. Wherever he would go, he would carry Radha Vinodji along with him. Radha Vinodji was not a burden for Loknath Goswami. Staying in the Vrindavan, performing all this, going through all those austere situations to fulfill the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not a burden for Six Goswami. Because there is a purpose. Because there is affection. Then the instruction penetrates the heart. When there is a connection. And as soon as we disconnect ourselves with the purpose and the pleasure of Krishna, then everything becomes burdensome. So, we don't feel our body as a burden. That this body is a burden hai. Idhar udhar leke ja raha hu. We take care of our body. It is not a burden. Because, of course, for a devotee, Shariram Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. And for a materialistic people, body is a means of sense gratification. And he is attached to that sense gratification, then he will take care of body very nicely. And for a devotee, he will also take care of body as much as is possible, because it is a utility in the service of Krishna. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhi Yuktam Vairagyam Uchyate. Nothing is burden. Each and every thing for him is an opportunity for service. So, Nirbandha Krishna Sambandha. First line is Anasaktasya Vishayam Yatharam Upayunjate Nirbandha Krishna Sambandha Yuktam Vairagyam Uchyate. Anasaktasya Vishayam. Because he is not attached to the Vishaya. Because he is not using the Vishaya for the, he is not seeing that Vishaya for his Indriya Trupti. That's why the Vishaya is not becoming wish for him, poison. So, when there is no connection, then we see everything burdensome. When there is no love, affection, then we see everything as a burdensome. So that's what the yesterday's topic of burden of wish and burden of love. Very wonderful purport Prabhupada had given. So here we see that how in this verse today's Krishna is so renounced. Krishna is so renounced. Krishna's extreme renunciation, one renunciation that Krishna always gives credit to his devotee. Each and every occasion. During the war, before war, after war, Krishna always gives credit to devotee. So, after war, when we see that Yudhishthira Maharaj is lamenting that I am the cause of killing this 18 Akshoni Sena. Because of I want to sit on the throne, all this destruction happened. He was cursing himself. Genuinely he was lamenting. And who are the personalities who try to appease him? Lord himself. The literal incarnation, Vyasadeva tried to appease him, console him, counsel him that you are not the cause, oh Yudhishthira Maharaj. Uh, it is all the destiny of those cunning fellow. They are supposed to be died. It is the mission of Krishna. Krishna came for this purpose. And all of you just became an instrument in the hand of Krishna. He was not convinced. Still, Yudhishthira Maharaj was blaming himself. Until then, unless Bhishma, Pitama himself counsel that you Pandavas always undergo so miserable conditions in spite of having Krishna with you. So he gave credit. Krishna gave that credit to Bhishma to counsel and console. To Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Krishna always giving credit. During the war, he gave credit to Arjuna. He could have done it single-handedly. He gave that credit to his devotee, Pandava. So, this is an amazing personality, Krishna. So, renunciation. And now, the extreme renunciation now, he is planning to destroy his own dynasty, whole dynasty. In this verse, you see, again I am repeating the translation. When they quarrel among themselves, means Yadus, influenced by the intoxication with their eyes red like copper, because of the drinking madhu, then only will they disappear. Otherwise, it is not possible. On my disappearance, this incident will take place. On my disappearance, this incident will take place. This is going to happen. Krishna is predicting what is going to happen. That means he is going to do it. He is going to do it. Nobody can destroy Yadus. Who can destroy Yadus? Prabhupada mentioned, by law of karma, natural death. Or nobody, others in battlefield, nobody can defeat Yadus. Unless and until they themselves fight among themselves and go. So here, why Krishna wanted to destroy Yadus? Basically, one of the reasons, because if Krishna disappears, the Yadus cannot tolerate the pangs of the separation from Krishna. They will become mad. So, this may be one of the reasons. There are multiple reasons. Prabhupada and so few of the acharyas, they have mentioned even in this purport and also in the 11th canto. The separate chapter is the destruction of the Yadu dynasty. So there also, they dwell on the subject matter and give different reasons why Yadu, why Krishna orchestrated disappearance of the Yadava. So, one reason, Krishna did not want anyone to take the credit that I am from the Krishna's family. So, Yadavas, we are Yadavas. And Samba was pride. That's why he could offend. Otherwise, why somebody offend? Because of pride. Mada. Influenced by the mada, mode of passion, one will offend. Here, the Krishna, when he will disappear, definitely others will become. But of course, one of the reasons is they may become puffed up. They may call, we are from the Krishna's family, and we have credit and we have freedom to do anything and everything. So this was one of the reasons. Second, to demonstrate power of Vaishnava Aparadha. The Samba, he offended those sages, great sages, including Narada. And that time Narada himself cursed. Narada only cursed. That yes, this iron rod will become the cause of the destruction of all of you, Yadu dynasty. Uh, so, the power of Vaishnava Aparad, which is called Hati Mata Aparad. And Krishna wanted to demonstrate through this pastime that the Vaishnava Aparad is so destructive. When Nityananda Prabhu, along with his associates, when they came to this village of this uh, Muslim, what was his name? One who offended even Haridas Thakur. Mm. Hmm? Yeah? What was his? Gopal Chappal? No. Gopal Chappal was first. The prostitute was sent by him. Mm. Hmm? Hmm? Some Khan is there. Hmm? And when Nityanand Prabhu came, that time also uh, he offended them by killing and putting the non-veg in and around that place, so that he offended. So Nityananda felt offended, and after that what happened? Nityananda Prabhu left with the wrath. Not just that Khan, Jamindar, was destroyed, the whole entire village got destroyed. So, bye-bye. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, Prabhu. So, so in a sense, Nityanand Prabhu was offended, devotee was offended there. Mm. So everything, because of that, he also, one who is offender, he is also destroyed, and effect was mass, whole village was destroyed. Mm. Then the Muslim, the king attacked on that village and destroyed everything. And that place they killed the cow, Durga Mandap something. So this is one of the purpose why Krishna is orchestrating this pastime. Another reason that by his will he can create opulence. Krishna can create opulence, and by his will he can take away also the opulence. So everything happens by the Krishna's will. Mm. And Krishna's the will be as per the devotee's will. Mm. So, to the degree the devotees are in line with the Krishna's objective, to that degree the Krishna will fulfill the wills of the devotee. Mm. So it is reciprocal. Ye yathamam prapadyante. So here, by the Krishna's will, there was a whole Dwarka city, opulent city created within a one night. Mm. And by his will, the whole Yadu dynasty was destroyed within no time. All the Yadus were destroyed. Later, by his will, the whole the Dwarka city also again submerged within the sea. By his will, everything happened. Mm. So, as a devotee, we should have intense faith within our heart that everything will happen, is happening by the Krishna's will. Mm. And we are simply then instrument. So next reason, even if you are from a family of a Yadava, and if you indulge in the bad activities like intoxication, result will be horrible. I can do this because I am such and such person. I am an exception. We are from the Krishna's family, Yadavas, and we are exception. No. Especially 4 pillars of the dharma. Somebody breaks the 4 pillars of the dharma, they will get the consequences. Yad yad acharati shreshto tat tat evetaro jana sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Being a leader, they need to set an example. If leaders get intoxicated, then the whole praja will get intoxicated. If leaders set bad example, whole the praja will follow his footsteps. So, familiarity, the next reason is a familiarity builds contempt. Just previously only in the conversation between Vidura and Maitreya, there was some conversation where he was talking about second chapter, 8th shloka. Durbhago batalokoyam yadavo nitaramapi ye samvasanto na vidur hari mina ivodupam. Translation: this universe will with all its planets is most unfortunate. Who is telling? Uddhava is telling to Vidura. Yeah, I think Durbhago, Uddhava Vach, yeah. Because previous shloka is telling that Krishna has disappeared. Krishna dun nimilo loche, Krishna dimani nimloche, girnishva ajagarenaha, kim nuna kushalam bruya, gatashrishu griheshvaham. That the sun of the world, that means Lord Sri Krishna, has set, and our house has now been swallowed by the great snake of time. What can I say to you about our welfare? Then he is telling this verse that this universe with all its planets is most unfortunate, and even more unfortunate are the members of the Yadu dynasty, because they could not identify Lord Hari as Supreme Personality of Godhead any more than the fish could identify the moon. So Harim Meena Ivodupam. Just like, because the moon is born from the ocean, from the ocean. And that ocean, there were fishes. The fishes thought that moon is also one of the fish. What? Other fishes thought this moon is also like me. The moon rises from that ocean. So similarly, we are Yadus and Krishna also Yadus. We have Vrishnis, whatever, and Krishna also Vrishni. So we are on the same level. Avajananti Mamudha Manushim Tanumashita. And this happens because of familiarity. So especially we should be very careful while dealing with the senior devotees. Familiarity should not breed contempt. I remember when we were students, the devotees like Krishnanand Prabhu used to be very friendly, putting hands and all those. So one should not think that Krishnanand Prabhu is my dear. He is a dear to all, but he is also one of the friend. So अति परिचयात अवज्ञा सततं गमनात अनादरो भवेत. संतत गमनात अनादरो भवेत. अति परिचयात अवज्ञा. बिकॉज ऑफ टू मच फेमिलियरिटी अवज्ञा हो जाती है एंड वी टेक द पर्सन वेरी कैजुअली. मलये भिल्ल पुरंदरी चंदनम कुरु काष्ठम ईंधनम कुरुते. मलय में जो भिल्ल पुरंदरी है, चंदनम काष्ठम, चंदन काष्ठ जो है उसको ईंधन जैसा यूज करती है क्योंकि इजीली अवेलेबल है. सेम थिंग हैपन्स विद यदूस. दैट्स व्हाट ही इज टेलिंग. ये संवत्सरो न विदुर. दे कुड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द हरि. Just like Meena cannot understand the moon. They take moon casually. Similarly, the Yadus took Krishna casually. Of course, the Yadus, this is just to learn a lesson. He's telling, Uddhava is telling his own situation. I am the one of the Yadu, and he's cursing himself. Basically, Yadus were the great devotees of Krishna. So, we cannot criticize Yadus. Acharya gives the different understanding that we should apply these lessons without offending the personalities, Bhagavatam personalities, like Yadus. Here our mood is not, see, Yadus are so lowly because they offended Narada. They were familiar to Krishna. They could not understand Krishna. But me, I can understand Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. I could give wonderful classes on with PPT about Krishna's supremacy. But Yadu didn't understood. So that's not the mentality here. We learn from this episode what Uddhava is putting himself in a humble situation, that me as a Yadu, I could not understand Krishna. I took very casually. I could not take advantage of his association. That's what I mean. Yugaitam nimeshena. Because of the separation from Krishna, he is feeling like that. So we should apply the lessons without offending the personality. We cannot minimize the position of Yadus or the Uddhavas. So this is a humble disposition and mood of separation. That's the way we should take this shloka. So that's what, but we learn a lesson that ati parichayat avadnya. Anadaro bhavet. So here probably one of the reason Acharya want to say that Yadavas, they consider Krishna also one of the family member, and that's why Krishna orchestrated their destruction so that they will get free from this mentality. Another reason, Krishna felt that if I live before Yadava, what will be the condition of Yadavas in my separation? They will get affected by the emotions of the separation, viraha bhav. They will become mad. They will become angry. And in that rage of anger, depression, separation, they will just traverse over all the earth and destroy anyone and everyone they see. So before this happen, let me wind up. The purpose for which I appeared to destruction of the demon, Yadavas, they are not burdened. This again, burden of love. But Krishna also understood the consequences, what will happen, future. Krishna can predict, no? Krishna knows. Trikala, Yagya. He knows everything, what is going to happen. So that's why a remedy. This is a remedy to take them along with me. Because all these Yadavas, they are not ordinary human beings who have taken birth in the Yadu dynasty because of their karmic reaction. They appeared just to assist Krishna in his Leela. They are either demigods or they are Amsha hmm, or they are Nitya Siddha Bhakta. They just uh, became associates, Parshada of Krishna to assist him in his pastime. Hmm. They are the Vrishnis, Yadavas, especially. That, So this is also one of the reason. Another, Krishna want to depict from this pastime. Let's see this is the way. Hopeless and horrible is this material world. So material world is very horrible. Anyone who is so even intimate with me, they are also subjected to destruction. So only hope is the eternal abode of mine, spiritual world. Even my associates, my family member, they cannot stay eternally. They will also get destroyed. So Jiva should lose any hope to remain and enjoy in this material world or lord over the material energy. So this was the reason why Krishna, different reason why Krishna orchestrated this wonderful pastime. Ultimately, the Jiva should attach or should develop intense greed to associate with Krishna, either here or in spiritual world. Basically, to go back to Godhead. But for that, Jiva Goswami mentions that to go back to Godhead, we need two things. One is attentive chanting, and second, attentive dealings. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also repeats, that you just do two things. Chant Hare Krishna and do not offend devotee. So Krishna, in this way, through this pastime, teaching us many lessons. And generally, Krishna's devotee, they don't relish this disappearance Leela of Krishna. And Krishna also never discuss. Because Krishna's disappearance, especially in the public forum, neither the devotee they discuss the Krishna's disappearance in the public forum, because it is extremely painful to discuss the disappearance of the spiritual master also, because it is extremely painful. Rather than devotee focus on speaking the spiritual master's Leela and instructions, or the Lord's Leela and his instructions, Bhagavad Gita, and live life accordingly. Jai. So, Prabhupada, in his purport, he has mentioned that thus they are transcendental instrument in the hand of the Lord. Yadus are transcendental instrument in the hand of the Lord and can be used in any way the Lord desires. So he is glorifying here Yadus. Devotees of the Lord never assault independent individuality. What is that? Independent individuality. Devotee, they are not independent, or they are not whimsical. Devotees, they don't have independent individuality. On the contrary, they utilize their individuality in pursuit of the desire of the Lord. They use their individuality by following the accepting, embracing path of Krishna consciousness. They use their independently, free will to follow the instruction of Krishna. That is right use of the being independent. And this cooperation of the devotee of the Lord makes a perfect scene of the Lord's pastime. So, so this is the Srila Prabhupada's purport. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any comment? Yes, bro.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, thank you very much for a wonderful class explaining the reasons for this disappearance fasting. Prabhuji, I just wanted to check whether this was the only way in which the Lord could have done the disappearance of Yadus. Means like very brutal kind of thing, fighting and all. Because like other Vrindavan devotees and all, they also are Lord's intimate devotees, but they disappeared. I think just like that they went back. Something means other leelas of Lord Ram also. There was no this kind of a brutal fight and all. So why not Lord could have just maybe some other way just taken them. Maybe they would have gone to ocean on a ship and ship drowned and then they all went back. Something means like that it could have happened. Just want to check. Because there were some reasons you told like dangers of intoxication and all these things. These are whether they are very strong reasons.
Lord want to give some shock treatments also. We, Saket Dham, Sharayura. So Lord Ramchandra did that. He is independent Lord. He desired to take Lakshmana in other way. Isn't it? He got a curse of that Rishi, Kala, personified came. He was taken in different way. Why that happened? He could have waited for. Lakshmana also could have entered in Sharyu along with Ram and gone backward to God. Isn't it? The Lord has his own plan. This is what Lord's plan and desire, the way he want to take. And teach us a different lessons. And different pastime he will do in a different way. And we cannot predict and we cannot suggest the Lord that why you didn't adopt it a better way. Or counter question can be, can you tell me better way? In what way you will suggest Krishna? But yes, devotee feels because of the separation from the Lord and okay, why they fought? They could have just embraced each other, entered in the water and gone back. But rather than fighting, killing each other and they, in that way, why do they need to leave the world? Yeah, very unique pastime. So as we discussed, many reasons, all those objectives would not have been fulfilled. So specific lessons Lord want to give, He will perform the pastime as per His will. Lord's will is ultimate will. That is what His desire. That's the way we can console ourselves. Krishna is independent. And he achieves many purposes through one action. And each and every lila and pastime is not stereotype. Just like you cannot predict the behavior of pure devotee, how we will behave, we don't know. Similarly, we cannot predict the behavior of Lord also. Nobody can predict how he will behave. There are so many pastimes of Radhanath Maharaj also. Devotee predicted, probably Maharaj will be. He'll behave in a unique way. Krishna also, his own style. Very unique. And every time he will have his own different way he will go. That's what he has shown in Ram pastime already. Okay. Any other comment?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I don't know what I'm going to say is correct or not correct. The difference between Vrindavan devotees and the Yadu dynasty, right? The Vrindavan devotees, their love for Krishna is unintentional, unmotivated, and unconditional. And they were, I don't think so, they are part of Kshatriya, dharma or warriors. Whereas, the Yadu dynasty, they may be having all these three: unconditional, unintentional, and unmotivated love for Krishna. But they were, because of they part of the Kshatriya clan, they had that pride. That one matter, I think, because of that reason, Krishna has to take this pastime, the pride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Yes. Because I have not heard the reasons in line with Acharya, I have not mentioned. So that's why I'm not able to mention. I have not heard. But yes, we can surely give such interpretations that Kshatriya, so in the Kshatriya spirit, they left fighting spirit. That thought came in my mind also, but I didn't mention because I was just thinking that I had not heard that. But yes, it can be possible. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Nice. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nitai Go Prema. Sorry, I was not supposed to give class. Mohan Govind Prabhu. His health was not good. Last moment he told. That's why. Thank you.